raised in the Lone Star land, with boots on my feet and dreams in my hand. A little sassy but a whole lot of grace. You'll see that fire when you look in my face. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. From the blue bonnet fields to the city streets, every step I take feels like home to me. With a little sass and a lot of pride, this Texas girl's got nothing to hide. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Candy coated slopes on the move tonight, magnifying glasses in the neon light, bubblegum brains cracking every clue, true crime lollipops coming after you. Pop, pop, goes the mysteries lock, sweet detectives ticking like a clock.
Hello, friends. How are y'all doing today? Happy Tuesday. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate y'all so much. I am sorry about all the glitch and stuff. I don't know what was happening, but we made it through. And here we go. Let's say hello to me and you. Queen Brown Eyes, hello to you. Hey, Rhonda. Let's see. Wild Wolf, hello. Let's see. Miss Kathy, hello to you. Hope you had a good time on your vacation. Good to have you back. Maritza, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. Miss Rhonda. Let's see who else comes sneaking up in here on us. Tap dancer Lizzie, hello. Hello, Blue Eyes Jewel. How are you? YouTuber, hello. Lori, hello to you. West End, good to have you. Let's see. TJ, hello, my friend. Friend, how's it going? Hope everything's good for you. And we got Retha Bell in the house. Teresa Stout, hello to you, friend. Hope floats. My goodness, we got us well, hold on. It jumped. Hello, Lady for Justice. She gifted a membership. Let me find it on here. See if I can get to it. I don't know what StreamYard is doing, but it's like all jumpy. Everything's all jumpy on my side. It's crazy. Let me get up here. If you were gifted that membership from Lady for Justice, please tell her thank you. That was so sweet of her. And welcome to our new member. Let's welcome you to the South.
Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. Can I get a right and get down? Welcome to the South.
Welcome, and thank you, Lady for Justice. That is so sweet of you. Let's see, Snow Feathers, how are you? Oh, probably so. I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. Michelle Loop, you got the membership. Welcome. Who else we got up in here? Let's see. Momo, how you doing? Good to have you. Anybody else sneak up in here? Holly S, how are you, my friend? Ruby Marie, hello to you. Hey, Lisa King. Good to have you. Black Skies, how are you? Sky Maiden, hello. Oh, Amanda Jane, good to have you. Sharon, hello there. Valley Girl, or Valley Gal. And Heather, hello. Charlene, Kelly East, hello there. All righty. I think we got everybody. Let's see. Lady for Justice, you're so sweet. She's coming in with a super sticker here. Let me get to it. That is so sweet of you. So sweet. StreamYard's not being so sweet today. Let's see. Good golly. Like I needed anything to divert away from a smooth stream today. Goodness. Okay, I'll get to that. I'm working on it. April, hello to you. Anybody else come in? I don't want to not say hi. Okay, I think we got everybody. Hello to everybody. If you are in the bushes just listening, hello to you and thank you so much for being here, Lady for Justice. That is so sweet of you. Thank you for being so gracious. Thank you so much. All righty, guys. First of all, let's start out with remembering to keep our Nana's dragonfly in our prayers, our thoughts, send well wishes her way. Last night, she lost her husband. So please keep her in your prayers. And Miss Sandra, who is usually in our chats here, please keep her in your prayers as well tomorrow, as she has some medical stuff she's going to be taking care of. So please keep her in your thoughts and in your prayers as well. Brianna's dad as well, and her. Hello, Victoria. So yeah, we have several that need our prayers. If you don't mind, please keep them in your prayers. Thank you all so much for just being here. I appreciate it more than you know. Hey, Joan the homesteader, how you doing? Good to have you. So guys, today, yes, Nana and Miss Sandra for sure, yes. Today we're going to talk about or listen to the hands video. You know, I honestly believe after the video that they did where everybody was critiquing it and Katie just made efforts to cry, but you never saw tears. And that was a huge red flag to everyone. Then the question was about the marks on Mr. Chris's arm. So the very next interview that came out, all we got to see was hands. But that's okay because we've already seen them talk. And it's their words that we need to listen to. It's their words that we need to hear. So we're going to listen to it, see how the story changes, and see how anything is different. Hello, Jen. How are you doing? Good to have you. So, a very hands-on interview. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So let's listen to that real quick and then we're going to talk about it a little bit, but definitely make sure to let me know if y'all find something that stands out to you. Now, this interview was done just 11 days after Sebastian went missing.
HRIS, last name's Proudfoot, Proudfoot. So, I mean, first, just as parents, tell me what the last now over a week has been like for you two.
Horrible beyond words. This was an experience that I would have never dreamed would come. Honestly, I can't put words.
Okay, right away. Let me stop. This bugs the piss out of me, guys. A mother doesn't have her child and supposedly does not know where her child is, and she doesn't have the words to describe how she's feeling. Give me a break. That is the most insane thing I have ever heard. It makes me angry because those of us who really have lost their child and actually care about them not being with us could spit out words for days about how we're feeling, what we have felt. And her, she's just so casual and just doesn't have the words to describe it. Well, hell, lady. Come on. Sorry. It makes me angry when she does that. Because there's no way that she does not know where her child is because panic would overtake her. But she's not very panicky, folks.
Words to how hard this has been and
Yes,
how much it hurts not knowing where my son is, where he's at, if he's okay. Just
where would he be at, Katie? Is he okay? Because you seem way too calm for a mother that doesn't have her child and doesn't know where he's at. So I'm assuming you know.
horrible is the best thing I can say.
Horrible.
What about for you?
It's rough. I mean, we are on day 11, no answers.
It's
And
rough.
the horrible things that people say just keep rolling in.
How do you feel? She asked Mr. Chris, and he's more concerned about the horrible things people say. This, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't give a shit about what people think about you. You're terrified for your child. You're sitting here living each day without your child, and you're still trying to grasp that thought of having to live life without your child. And Mr. Chris is more worried about things that people say.
Regardless of taking time to consider the facts and, assumptions is what they're going off of. But, for us, we sit here and we wait, and hopefully we'll get an answer, or hopefully he walks through our door.
We just wait.
Which would be amazing.
I hope he
I
walks
was going
through
to say,
the
how
door.
badly do you both want Sebastian to just walk through that front door to get that call?
I'd give anything.
Would
In
you,
a heartbeat,
Katie?
I would give anything.
Would you, Katie?
It's not measurable. Let's put it that way. There's no measurable. Anybody says all it is. You've never sat in these shoes. You've never been in this situation. And
Mr. Chris, let me fill you in on something. You are not the first person that has lost a child. And you literally, supposedly lost a child. You're supposed to not know where that child is. And those of us who have actually lost a child don't need you to tell us how to feel, because we felt it, unlike you and your wife.
And I don't ever wish for people to be in this situation.
And what's Sebastian like?
Exactly,
What's his
Joan.
personality like? What does he love to do?
He, for the most part, is happy. He likes to laugh and joke and tell you all about everything and then some. He loves games. He loves video games. He loves to play with his Legos. Even building things with me. We build little projects here and there, but he's
Come on, Katie. You can come out with something. Come on.
he's
Spit it
always a
out.
character.
Are there any like weird tendencies that he has that might be able to help people find him in this search?
I don't know how helpful to finding him, but he fidgets constantly. He loves shiny pennies, paper clips. He's always like, whenever we go to the grocery store, he always looks on the ground and looks under the register counter, and he's always looking for shiny pennies everywhere. Paper clips. He loves to bend them out of shape and play with them, fidget with them. He loves playgrounds. I mean, we've said it before, he likes fishing and things like that, but
Cats. Boy loves cats.
he does. He loves cats.
Oh, but
It's his
Mr. Chris,
favorite
you
animal.
made him get rid of his.
I don't know. He's just,
Come on.
he's a good kid.
There are no leads, nothing caught on video. Your son has been missing for 11 days now. How does that make you feel as parents?
I mean, I don't have words to describe how I'm feeling right now. I mean,
God almighty, lady.
every day is harder than the last.
Duh.
I mean, we're out, we're looking, we're trying to make sure that everyone stays looking and doesn't let his face fall to the bottom of a feed or get covered by some other nonsense. I mean, we just want our boy home.
We couldn't tell. We really could not tell from the words they're saying how hard it is for them to get these words out. You would never know that they are desperately wanting their child.
When you walked in Monday morning and didn't see Sebastian in his room, what was your gut reaction?
My very first reaction was, oh, he got up and got breakfast. But when I realized he actually wasn't in the house, I've never experienced
me and
sheer
you.
panic in the way that I did. And
Yeah, Jen.
basically for every minute since that, not knowing where your child is a pain that I've
Spit it out. Spit it out. You can do
I've
it.
never known pain like this before.
And walk me through the events that happened, from Sunday leading up to Monday when you didn't see him that morning.
Sunday, we were out and about. We had a really good day. We were out doing our thing, running around. We had dinner that evening. And when we came home, we had a pretty good evening together as well. He was playing.
We had a pretty good evening as well. He was playing. He was in his room. They had a good evening. Make that one make sense.
right up until bedtime, and then some. I let him stay up a little late. And when I told him to go to bed, he's like, I love you, Mom. I love you, puppies. And he went to bed. And I went to bed around midnight. Everything seemed fine.
Everything was fine.
And when I went to wake him up for school, that's when I couldn't find him. He wasn't in his room, and he wasn't in the house. And that's when I panicked.
She panicked.
When you panicked, what did you do?
First thing I did was call my husband.
Okay.
And I said, he's not here. My husband said, what do you mean he's not here? I said, he's not in the house. And he said, immediately.
That's the first time we heard her get a little bit aggressive there. He's not in the house. Well, duh, he's not in the house. Where'd you put him?
He just started, did you check here? Did you check there? Did you look here? And I ran through the house. And at that point, I was hysterical, for lack of a word. And we three-wayed the police. And I'm within minutes they were here. I couldn't tell you exactly how long. I know it was fast.
It was fast, just like her driving that morning, looking for him, fast.
And we haven't found him.
When I got the phone call that he was missing, like she said, we asked questions like, where's he at? Check this, check that. And then we called the sheriff's department. I called the sheriff's department. I stayed on the phone pretty much most of the time.
Most of the time.
And then while I was at work, I asked for a relief. Got a relief.
Wrong.
Got in my truck from Memphis and made my way to Nashville.
And that was, I guess, Monday?
The morning that he was missing, yes.
Okay. And so what was your reaction when you got that call from your wife that Sebastian was missing?
Initially, I was like, oh, he's goofing around again. Here we go. He's like hiding. And then when we talked about the places to check and he's not there, I was like, okay, stop. Instantly.
Instant.
Call the police.
Instant, folks. Instant. Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that word? Instant. That was Bedtime Crime. And I love the captions that was added into that. I wanted everybody to hear that first part because of the intensity of the words. He's not here. We did a 3-way call. The rest of it was monotone. How are we supposed to listen to that and get fired up to help find Sebastian? I don't understand. Of course, there was no 3-hour phone call she talked about in that interview. There was no thud mentioned, no noise that came from his room, no conversation as far as, hey, Bubba, you okay in there? And him replying, yes, ma'am. None of that had happened. It was just, we got home and had a good evening. He was playing. He went to his room. He was playing. And then she told him, go to bed. Nothing anxious. Hard to describe her own feelings. Words that she just can't find to describe. Folks, when I tell you that if you've ever lost a child, you don't have to search for any words as to how you feel, because those feelings are exactly what you're living. We're talking panic. We're talking questions. Is he really gone? Is this real? Am I living in a nightmare? Why are all these people have to be here right now? I'm still trying to figure this shit out in my head. Do I really have to live the rest of my life without my child? It's those kind of things. And if there's a chance you could get your child back, I couldn't imagine all the extras that go into that. My God, where is he? Is he okay? Is somebody taking care of him and looking out for him? Is he being fed? Does he have covers when he goes to bed? When he goes to sleep, does he have his pillow? He doesn't have his medicine, so I'm worried about him. Wherever he is, he's probably scared. And that makes me scared for my child. We heard none of that. None of it. And Mr. Chris is just going to go with this lie that he was at work. He got the call instantly. Instant. After one conversation of, did you look here? Did you look there? She says, yes, he's not in the house. Instant, they're going to call. But it wasn't until 6:36, 6:39, something like that, that dispatch call went out. That's not instant. It's not instant, guys. And then he can you go back to the part about his truck? In this one that I just did, Blue, the one where, like this that I just played, we can listen to it again. It's not very long. Let me pull it up. But there's this whole part of him getting that call, asking for time off, and that did not ever happen, according to what people at his work have told us. He was asked to go home. Okay, let's see here. Let me present this and we'll play this again. Was it
Horrible beyond words.
how far was
This
it
is an
in? Do you
experience
remember?
that I would have never dreamed would come, or get covered by some other nonsense. I mean, we just want our boy home.
When you walked in Monday morning and didn't see Sebastian in his...
Okay, guys, y'all got to help me out a little bit. Tell me about where is that closer to the end. Thank you, Blue. Thank you. And I need to go back real quick up here because I don't want to be rude and miss Southern Charm. Lolly, your commentary on this hand's video is spot on. Thank you so much. And thank you for that. Let me play you a little happy dance. Thank you so much. Southern Charm, I really appreciate you. That is so sweet. Their voices are nauseating, I'm telling you. Ugh. Okay, let's find that part again towards the end. Let's see where we're at here. She really
what do you mean he's
panicked,
not
didn't
here? I said,
she?
he's not in the house. And he said, immediately just started, did you check here? Did you
Okay,
check there? Did you
listen
look
close.
here?
It should be about here.
And I ran through the house. And at that point, I was hysterical, for lack of a word. And we three-wayed the police. And I'm within minutes they were here. I couldn't tell you exactly how long. I know it was fast.
Fast, like the way she was driving.
And we haven't found him.
When I got the phone call that he was missing, like she said, we asked questions like, where's he at? Check this, check that. And then we called the sheriff's department. I called the sheriff's department. I stayed on the phone pretty much most of the time.
That doesn't even make sense. I stayed on the phone pretty much most of the time. Most of what time?
And then while I was at work, I asked for a relief. Got a relief. Got in my truck from Memphis and made my way to Nashville.
And that was
Got in his truck, made his way to Nashville. Why is he going to Nashville? That's what I wonder too, Miss Rhonda. If she called him, how did he do the three-way call? She had to have done that, correct? I'm not an expert at the three-way call, but I thought that's how that worked. Very possible, me and you, but why would he leave work and go to Nashville?
was, I guess, Monday.
The morning that he was missing, yes.
Okay. And so what was your reaction when you got the call from your wife that Sebastian was missing?
Maybe.
Initially, I was like, oh,
No,
he's goofing around again. Here we go. He's like hiding. And then when we talked about places to check and he's not there, I was like, okay, stop. Instantly.
Jackie, he had an RV and it was in Mississippi. It wasn't in Nashville. Why did he go to Nashville? I guess he had to go to Nashville to go up to Henderson. I don't know. But Nashville, yeah, Aretha, Nashville isn't Hendersonville. Good question.
Did you guys do like very structured routine?
Hold on. Okay, this is our next one we're going to do. This is from Hindsight, and this is his nightly routines or his daily routines. Listen to the things she says, because never at any time was any of his nightly routine or daily routine mentioned when Katie tells the story of that day and that night. Here we go.
Did you guys do like very structured routine like that? Like, did it like the structured routine in life, or could you just go by the seat of your pants and he would be cool to go along with the ride, or was it one of those that you have to prepare? I know
So
changing gears can be hard.
mixed answer on that. So overall,
Okay. Overall, yes. He does better when he's on a regular routine. If you notice, her sound is very comfortable, very relaxed. That's because she's over on the other side on a panel. So you'll hear a whole different side to Katie now.
and thank you. So like for getting up at about the same time every day and having the same routine to get up and get ready to get out the door, and nighttime routine, taking medicine, taking shower, getting ready for bed,
Taking medicine, taking shower, getting ready for bed. Huh. Did he do all those things on the night of the 25th? Because we've never heard about it. Everybody's wondered. And on top of that, did you hear how fast she rattled that off? Because, folks, those are things that actually happen. It's easy to remember because they happened. She lived through them, went through the motions and actions, and it's easy to recall. She doesn't have to stutter and think and not come up with the right words. That's when you know those things really did not happen.
same thing in the morning, getting up, brush your chair, brush your teeth, put your clothes on, make your bed, take your medicine, get your backpack, are you hungry? Do you want to take food for lunch, or do you want school lunch? That type of thing. And then, he leaves at the same time every day. But at the same time, it's like after school, once, if we've got to go to the store, it's not a huge problem if it's all of a sudden like, oh no, we need to run to the grocery store, so he's easily able to do that for the most part. So yes, he's able to just like go run some errands and things like that, but he's also, for the most part, we try to keep him on a regular routine so that he functions better.
Isn't that something? All of that so easily done, so easily stated, because, folks, it really happened. She was comfortable, she was laid back, it was just a conversation, not anything to it. So easy for her to say those things because they actually happened. She was recalling everything they did. Is that not crazy? The difference in the way she talked and communicated. It's insane to me that we just heard two sides to Katie. A mother who tries to make sure to say the right words that are on their script, because I honestly believe, and it's my opinion, there is a script of some sorts being told. And yet she got asked a question about everyday things, and they just rattled right off. Kind of like she does that morning. We got up. Fun fact, I made breakfast. He called family to brag. I made spaghetti pancakes. We go to this place. He got to call some popcorn. Those things actually happened. They come home from eating, and we had a good time. He played with his toys. and I let him stay up a little late, and he went to bed. It was around 9 o'clock, and I went to bed around midnight. And yeah, what a big difference, folks. What a big difference. When you hear the experts telling us, like Deception Detective, you know, he makes these little clips where he explains to us. There's one where he says, when you actually go through the actions of that day, it's easy to remember. But when you're trying to say what should be said instead of what happened, and avoid saying what happened, you're very cautious with your words. And we just experienced that, folks. Because I never heard Katie talk so fast. She rattled those things off like crazy, but could not remember the words to say for the very most important thing that's ever happened in Sebastian's life, in her life. But that's because she does not want us to know the actual events that really took place. Guys, I sit here and listen to these things, and I go over them and try to see what I can hear without watching. Then I go back and I listen to it again while I'm watching, and their actions and how they're responding and all the things. And it is getting to the point to where I'm so tired of sitting here calling it out every single day. And yet law enforcement is doing nothing. If you have an idea of what is going on and you have very little evidence, most law enforcement will take you in and sit you in a room by yourself. Sometimes they turn up the heat to make you feel a little uncomfortable. Sometimes they don't give you a drink of water for a good while and then offer some water. It's all tactics. It's things they do to wear you down to tell the truth. Law enforcement screwed this up so bad they cannot anymore afford to admit it. Hey, Kelly. Hello to everybody else coming in. I appreciate you all being here. I don't know. Yeah, Jackie, that was later on when he did get an apartment from what we were told. And that was, I believe, what was that, about 7-8 months later after Sebastian disappeared? Me and you, I have no clue. She says, why is that not happening? And why is no one talking about Sebastian? What is happening? He needs us. I'll tell you what's happening. People like Kurt come into your chat and tell you they drove by your house. People come in like him and say different things to intimidate you and make you scared and worried and nervous. Just like they did with the people that were searching in the very beginning. They come in and they do whatever they can do to look for Sebastian on their time, their free time. They're giving themselves up for the whole day just to help look for Sebastian. And what happens? They get threatened. Equa Search was here. They have the most awesome reputation when it comes to finding people. They were getting death threats. Guys, this only has happened in Sebastian's case. Out of all the cases that they have worked, never once have they received death threats. Never. And they have not received any since. Pretty obvious. Joe Patito, Gabby Petito's dad, was going to come on board with Seth, help him through this time. They had already had conversations about it. The man received a death threat. That's what's happening. And guys, I'm just going to say it because to me it's very obvious. His mother and his stepfather do not want the truth to be found. And the truth lies with Sebastian. And anyone who might have the opportunity to find Sebastian gets threatened. We have creators whose homes have been shown. This morning on Clue's channel, her man sitting in the background rattles off Brittany J's address to her home. She has children. They don't care. Why? In my opinion, it's because they're friends with Mr. Chris and Miss KK. Okay, Mac, you're good. You're good. Thanks for being here. So you see, there's creators from the other side. And when I say there are creators, I'm talking about 10 to 12 of them that are daily attacking Brittany J. Allegedly with Brittany J. Every single day. There was one creator that was live for 6 hours yesterday, and it was all about her. There was a picture of her daughter, her oldest daughter, who is still a minor, was put out on X. Her ex-husband, or the father of her older children, his picture was put out. She hasn't been with that man in 14 years or more. Exactly, K-Mac. They have nothing else to do. And in my opinion, there's money being passed around over there. And that's why they're getting $200 super chats and $400 super chats and $3,000 super chats. I think it's money that's being passed around. payoff for what they're doing. Passing through hands, so there's no one direct connection. They are just discussing something that needs doing. They are bullying. That is exactly right, Amanda Jane. It's absolutely horrible. They could, K-Mac. They could. But unfortunately, I believe the money is coming from Hendersonville. Yep, Queen, I agree with you on that one. It's absolutely the most obvious thing I've ever seen in my life. It is so transparent that they think they are clever and they think that they're getting away with all of this. But folks, I don't have a problem telling what I see. And it's so horribly disgusting. I've had my share of creators wanting to talk about me, and that's okay. I don't care what they say because I don't even discuss them. And oh, really? I don't know what happened to Terry Lynn. It breaks my heart because I truly believed in her. Exactly, brown girl, Queen Brown, whatever. Keep wanting to call you brown eyes. Oh, anyways, yes. Kids should be off limits. Kids should never be discussed. And if there's kids in a home, it should never be threatened. Ever. No one's home should be put out there. No one's home should be doxxed. And Julie, she's as disgusting as they are. It's out of control. And folks, it's all because we talk about Sebastian. We call out their words. We talk about the lack of words used and all the things pertaining to that morning, that night before. And it pisses them off. No way does that mother and stepfather want Sebastian found. Because if they really, really, really wanted that child found, that mother would have never left her home. She would have stayed behind and let Mr. Chris travel to Oregon. Let Mr. Chris go to the biker show in South Carolina. But that didn't happen. She went with him. She even went with him to help him get ready to go back to work and stayed in the camper with him. He's a big boy. He knows how to take care of himself. She didn't have to be there, but she was scared of death threats. Honey, I'm here to tell you, if it's my child or the person that's going to threaten me, that person that's threatened me can try, but that mama bear does come out, and that person ain't crap. Never would anyone's words stand between me and finding my child. Yeah, Retha, they left the state, but it doesn't seem to matter to police, does it? Not a bit. Yeah, K-Mac, right? Never. It's the stupidest thing. Stupid excuses. Just like, describe Sebastian to us. And she talks about him liking pennies. Describe to us how he walks, how he would be out there if we were to see him. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be in a grocery store looking for pennies or paper clips. Come on. She was talking about Sebastian. And she has a backup channel, and they started talking about her, and she started replying back to it. Exactly, Sammy G. Looky here, y'all. This is no joke right here. When it's your own child, it's always over your dead body. You ain't getting to me. You're not getting to my kid. My kid is my number one. 100%. I'm telling you, folks, something's not right. And we can sit here every single day and continue and continue and continue to show it, to prove it, to put it out there. But what good are we going to do if law enforcement doesn't do anything about it? Sharon, Blue Eyes Jewel, she did. She's in chat. Katie begged her to go. Mr. Chris said it was not Sebastian. Katie said, that's my child. She went. She got pulled into a room and interrogated. And in my opinion, that was a setup by Christopher Proudfoot if I ever heard it. Yeah, Brenda, I see you. I see you. I see you and all your little red lights and stop signs. And TJ, I'm with you on that one. TJ said, I believe that was her child, and that lady was with him was Katie's mom. I agree. Oh, good gosh. Yes. Yeah, Sammy, you're right on that. CP saying they can't search because they have to work and take care of their house, and there could be legal implications if someone gets hurt and blah, 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 blah. He has excuses for everything. I heard a clip this morning of when someone made the comment to him that Dolly had made a soap and called it Katie Come Clean. Well, Mr. Chris's whole response made me laugh, actually, because he's so freaking stupid. His response to that was, well, he should have thought a little more closely about that naming a soap after Katie, because there are legal implications to that. That could be very potentially bad for Dolly in a courtroom. Mr. Chris, how do you know Dolly didn't have a sister named Katie and he was calling the soap after her? How do you know it's not his dog or his cat that he has, or maybe a cow he owns, a pig maybe? Get real. Katie doesn't have the copyright to her name, and he didn't name it Katie Proudfoot. So yeah, he has the answers to everything. Yeah, Charlene, I'm with you as well. I agree. If you had a pig named Katie. uh yes. Yes, that Katie's mother and grandmother and her family are from Virginia. They live in Virginia. Some live in North Carolina area. So, yes, it is. Now, remember how upset Mr. Chris got with the fact that they brought out yesterday. We talked about this and we heard him get so mad. Mad, mad, mad. But okay, Brenda, I will check your email. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Gotcha. Okay, I will let her. I will make sure I pass that on. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you for that. And that is untrue. Very, very untrue. Yes, as Nana would say, if the shoe or soap fits. Oh, but Katie was not concerned about her mother. Keep that in mind, folks, because she left her child in the home where her mother was at. Of course, her cousin Yada likes to say that her Aunt Suzanne, which is Katie's grandmother, would never allow anything to happen to Sebastian. But what if that woman went to the restroom? She wasn't going to be there with her eyeballs on Sebastian the whole entire time. So that meant Katie's mother would be there. But Katie didn't mind. So why would she mind that being put out? I just don't get it. Now, folks, I'm going to look for something real quick because yesterday in chat, there was Nice Marie was in here, or Nisi Marie, or however she pronounces her name. And she was saying that she had the original flashlight video. She has just put that out. She has got, hang on, I want to look into this for a second. Okay, it says 30 seconds. This one is 30. Okay. Original flashlight video, slow to 30 seconds. Okay. The light video that we have is it was 30 seconds. It was just 30 seconds, but there is more to that. That was just a tiny bit that we got. So if somebody, oh, look at there, TJ's on the ball with that one. If you want to go to her page there and watch what she has, I haven't had time to go over it too much. I looked at one. of the videos that she put out. It was hard to understand what we're looking at exactly. I think it needs to be looked into a little bit. She has used some technology to manipulate the lighting and things. There was a point where I did see a person over to the side that I did not know was actually there, kind of thing. So until I have time to look into it a little more, I'm not sure that what she has is the whole complete video. I think she has the original video, the 30 seconds video that we all have seen. It was 30 seconds of video that was recorded with the phone just to show light activity happening in that backyard. Okay? There's more video than the 30 seconds. It is hard to tell, Lori. Did you see the person too? Yeah. There was a couple of times where I think I could see a person, but it's going to be one of those where I need to sit down and be able to pause and look and zoom in and that kind of thing. But I also would like to know exactly what we're looking at exactly, what position. Yeah, there's more video. There is more video than what we see on the 30 seconds. I thought she had the whole recording, is what I understood. But I think she just has the original that we saw, the 30 seconds, and then took that and manipulated through it to work the lighting differently, kind of like what Justin was doing himself. So, hang on just a second. Let me see here.
15-year-old Sebastian Rogers. Law enforcement in Sumner County underlying the urgency of the situation today. We've had days of cold, and Sebastian is without his medication. This is Sarah Smith is live tonight in Hendersonville.
Okay, Justin just put out a clip. No evidence or scent. And it's a Sebastian thing. I'm going to play it, guys. Let me turn on my Bluetooth so I can get it where y'all can hear it. Maybe she will. Maybe she will hand it over, but she's hoping Seth will see it, or she needs to get it to Seth or something. So, let me turn this up. I'm going to play this so that way. Let's listen to Justin's.
Has seen missing.
Oh.
15-year-old Sebastian Rogers. Law enforcement in Sumner County underlying the urgency of the situation today. We've had days of cold, and Sebastian is without his medication. This is Sarah Smith is live tonight in Hendersonville, where local leaders are pleading for information. Sarah.
Bob, first responders here have been working around the clock trying to find Sebastian. We're also told he's been without his medication for days. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office says they're not giving up on the search for 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers.
If the searcher finds something, they mark it. We send a detective or detectives to that scene or to that area. And if they find evidence, we haven't found any evidence.
Look at how on this map, look at this map right here.
Oh, he's showing a map of the search area.
We haven't found any evidence, right?
Days since anyone has seen missing 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers. Law enforcement in Sumner County underlying the urgency.
That's it.
Of the situation.
He's talking about the search area. There was no evidence that they have received. None. How is it that they can search a 5-mile radius circle all the way around 5 miles every side of his home and not find anything. Nothing. Not one thing has been found. Nothing at all to say Sebastian was out there. No scent, no evidence. Folks, it just doesn't happen like that. Think of Sebastian, who doesn't like to get dirty, who doesn't like to go without his shoes, who doesn't like being around bugs. And we're supposed to believe that out there is hang on. Yes. I agree with the picture that was just sent to me. Let me pull that down. Okay, sorry. I got distracted. Let me see. I'm going to pull up this picture from yesterday. Okay. Just keep in mind. Is it going to show? There it is. That is Katie's mother. Okay. I know it's hard to see, but it's a little picture. But that is Katie's mother. Okay. Now, this is the picture. Does that not look like Katie's mother to you? I'm telling you, folks, I think that is her mother. She's the same height, same build, same everything. I don't know, folks. How does Sebastian just run away from his home, run out the front door, forget to pick up shoes, and take off, and never leave a scent behind? Exactly. She's not supposed to be around Sebastian. And yet when he was young, like 5 or 6 years old, Katie left him in the home where her mother was at. But how does this young man leave out the front door, doesn't grab a pair of shoes that are right there, leave out that door on foot, barefooted, but it's never seen on camera, never seen anywhere, no scent? Yes, I will show it again. And we're supposed to believe this child literally disappeared. It's just not possible. Okay, here is the picture of her mother. Here, let me see if I can. Let me do it this way, because I've got that picture in here on my phone somewhere. I thought I did. Let me see. Well, I thought I had it. I don't guess I do. I recently Maybe it was on my tablet. I guess I don't. So let's just show this picture I have here. I was trying to get it to where it zoomed in a little better. So that's her, but I'm trying to get it to where I can zoom it, and it's not letting me. So here we go. Ready? Take that off. Okay, let me get my camera on. That is her. Why did it go back to that? My thing wasn't even there. This right here is Katie's mother. Okay. And then we have, oh, I turned it off. What is going on? I'm not touching my camera here. And that right there. So I honestly believe there is quite the similarity between the two. And that does look like Sebastian. Yes. Yes, yes. So I don't know, guys. It's just insane crazy to me that, oh, thank you, TJ. There it is. This is what we need. I could not find it anywhere. I unloaded my phone. I had all this on my phone, and then I had to take off. Let me see. Is that good? How about that? Now look at the body build. See there? I think there is quite the resemblance in those two people. Just my opinion, though. Yep. Look at the watch, she says. Hang on, let me look at this watch. Did they both have the watch on? Wowza. They both do. Can you see it? See the watches? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a Samsung watch for sure. I have one just like it. So, folks, there's a little, and see the hair's pulled back the same. The body builds are the same. Where, yeah. Charlene said, remember, Sumner Ellie told Seth, not the other Ellie where Sebastian was sighted. How was she not in prison for the... Oh, girl, I don't know. She is a tier 3 SA offender. Yes. She supposedly has 99 years of parole. I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah. Skin tone's the same. Hair color's the same. Yep. I don't know. Craziness. all the way around. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Hello, hello. There is a lot to it, but yes, I believe the lady at Grandfather Mountain was 100% Katie's mother. And I believe that was Sebastian as well. Maurice, did you see the picture? Let me show you. Katie's mother is on the right side, and the Grandfather Mountain lady is on the left. You can look at the watches, the body build. Quite the resemblance. Oh, I tell you, Jen. See, I think they look a lot alike. I don't know. It may not be. I'm just saying. I saw this and I just thought there was quite the resemblance. Justin covered it all. Okay. Hey, Ann, how are you? She lives in, is it Virginia? Matter of fact, she does not live very far from Dolly. So she lives in Virginia, not far from where Dolly lives, is what I was told. So, yes. The way she's got her hands cupped, yeah, her fingers cupped and everything's the same. But yeah, that does look a lot like Sebastian. But the question remains, where is he? Where is he? You know, we don't even have proof that that lady was there with Sebastian. So, I don't know. Oh, yeah, Dolly did flip. So many have flipped. Really? Funny face Brenda. Really? She said, I can't forget seeing a Facebook post on March 3rd, 2024, that a Rosenbaum family member was selling an RV similar to CP's. Wowza. Yeah, he is. If that is not Sebastian, Sebastian does have his doppelganger, doesn't he? For sure. Katie gives Sebastian to Seth and stop all the shit. Yes. I was like, you think Katie gave Sebastian to Seth? What? I'll tell you this. Seth has no idea. And you can see it all over his face. It is obvious. He has that fight in him. Oh, no. And I'm so sorry. I'm telling you, those first couple of years are the most horrific. It is just so hard to deal with it. And yet we have a mother who just can't seem to come up with the words to say to describe how she's feeling. Miss Ann, I bet you could come up with 1,000 words, and it's all over the place. From anger to disbelief to hurt to just everything, questions. It's insane to me. A friend of mine came and sat with me on my bed after the funeral and asked me, she said, can I ask you a question? I was like, I don't care. You know, just kind of left it like that. And she said, "What are you feeling right now?" She said, "I couldn't imagine. I can't even." I don't want to be rude, but I just couldn't imagine. And I told her panic, hurt, confusion, all the things. And which one was the video? All that I have here is pictures. I didn't get any that's a video. Did you send a video? Oh, me and you, it's okay. But yeah, she was like, I couldn't imagine. I'm like, I just started spitting out words, and she was like, wow, all of that? Yeah, Miss Ann, you can come up. Okay. Let me see if I can get this to copy over there. See if I can get it to post. Is Scotty up in here? Let me see if it'll post. Hold on. I'm trying. Sometimes it doesn't want to click right here. Hey, Scotty. Good to have you in here. Oh. Here I is, he says. All righty. Here you go, Miss Ann. Blue, are you going to resend that video? I'm reading y'all's comments. Oh, goodness. Today's been a very blah day for me. I don't know why. Seems like some days I have blah days and there's really no reason. It just happens. But always glad to have y'all here with me. Just show the pictures. Okay. Yeah, you too. Okay, let's see. Miss Ann. Let's add you to you there.
Yes, I'm here.
Hello to you.
I've been up already once, I think, on yours. But I've been saying all the time that that is Sebastian. I know there was a sighting of him, too, in Gatlinburg. And I think they were on their way to North Carolina when that sighting of him was in Gatlinburg.
Yeah. There's been several of the sightings, but it's Seth is the one that went every single time. Yes. Seth went every time to each place to check it out.
But I still believe that one in North Carolina is him.
Like I say, if it wasn't Sebastian, he has a doppelganger that looks just like him, doesn't he?
Well, how can there be three people that looks like one person? That's what I can't figure, because I've only seen one person that looks like the same person. I'm from North Carolina. I
Yeah.
was in Brevard, North Carolina one time, and my youngest sister, has never been to Brevard. And let me tell you, that girl was her twin, all the way down to her hair being as long as my sister's was.
Wow.
I never seen one that looked like her so close as that one did.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I even called her name.
You thought it
I
was
said,
her for sure, huh?
yeah, I says, what are you doing over here in Brevard? You don't know nobody over here.
Oh, my grandmother, when I was young, I was probably about 14. She called. She was on her way to Oregon, and she always rode a bus because she liked to look at the country and stuff. And she called my mother from the bus station, and they had to change buses. I think it was in Los Angeles. But she called to see if I was home because she saw me at the bus station. She made my mother go upstairs and look in my room to see that I was in my bed. She said, it was her. I swear it was her. She thought I'd done run away.
Yeah, it did the same. I did the same thing with this girl. I said, that's my sister. What is she doing here? And I told my husband, I says, look, is that not Laura?
Wow.
And he said, it looked just like her.
Yeah.
And then I called it when I got home, because it was before we had cell phones. And I called it when we got home, and I says, I just saw you in Brevard.
Did she know she was there?
No. She says,
No.
I ain't never been to no Brevard.
That's funny. You know, they say that everybody has a twin out there somewhere, a look-alike.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I've seen my cousin. I've seen a couple of my cousins that look, that,
Yeah.
and I says, no, they're in Michigan. They ain't down here.
Yeah.
Or they were in Indiana, because I've got family, because I'm originally from Michigan. I've got family in Michigan and in Indiana.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got one of my aunts lived in Indiana. She was from Michigan, but her husband moved to Indiana because that's where he was from.
Right.
His mom and dad was down there, and they went to be by them to help take care of them.
Right.
And yeah, I seen her double.
That is
The
great.
oldest one of their daughters. They had 3 daughters. It's funny, I got 2 aunts that are like my step aunts because they were my mom's stepsisters.
Right.
They both had girls, 3 girls only.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But no, I've been saying this ever since my son passed away. How can these people be doing this to their children when I just lost mine?
I know. It's just not right. I mean, you and I would give anything to have our boys back.
Oh,
And
yes,
yet
I would.
they just sit there and tell lie after lie after lie.
Yeah, they do.
And I mean, it's just not right. And when the mothers ask, how are you feeling? And she's like, I don't have words to describe it. You know, that's just the dumbest thing you can say, because you're going through 500 emotions at the same time.
Yeah. Yep.
So it is very crazy.
And it's getting close to the year mark because I've only got 2 more months and it'll be a year.
Yeah.
And that the night that he passed away, I was out on my living room porch watching another YouTuber that I was watching looking for Sebastian. And I said, I gotta go. I gotta go see what's wrong with my son. And then I come back and she was done on her thing, and I sent her a text because I had her phone number. I sent her a text and said, my son's gone.
Oh my goodness.
And it tore her up, she says.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Right. IML, that's a very good question. I've wondered the same thing. IML said, I wonder what Seth thinks now about that picture. I don't
Yeah.
know. I would like to know. You know, that'd be a good question to ask him for sure. But Jackie has it right here. She said, the thing is, we want that sighting to be Sebastian so bad. So does Seth.
I wish you could find the one from Gatlinburg because it shows the lady that he was with, and I think there was a couple other kids with her. And I swear that lady that he was with there was Katie's sister.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to look for that picture. I think Justin has it, so I will definitely ask him.
If he don't, it was on Knoxville Channel 10 News, and it was like not long after he went missing.
Okay, I'm writing that down right now, so I got it.
Maybe a week or two.
Okay. And it was
and
not.
I think another YouTuber that's from Gatlinburg that goes around in that area and just shows Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. I think he posted it up on his channel too.
Okay.
And that was the Gatlinburg Hussy.
Okay. Good deal. I'll look into that. And we'll talk about it and I'll show it and everything.
Don't make friends with him though, because he thinks every woman loves him.
Oh goodness. Another Chris, huh?
Another what I used to call Ric Flair.
Yes. I remember him.
God's gift to woman, he thought he was.
He did, for sure.
Yeah. But that's what that hussy is, so but
yeah.
I haven't been on his channel in a long time.
Okay. Well, I'll go check it out for sure. And you're in North Carolina?
Yep. I'm in the far western part of North Carolina. I'm like 5 miles from the Georgia line.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Our Blue Eyes in chat, she's in North Carolina as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Blue Eyes Jewel, she lives in North Carolina.
What part?
What part, Blue Eyes? I don't want to say the wrong part. Maybe she'll text it to me.
I'm in a real small town. If you blink your eyes, you'll miss it. It's called Otto, and it's Otto.
Otto? Wow. Okay. Huh.
It's an Indian name. I live near Indian country. Like there was a bunch of Indians in this area.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And our town, the big town that's closest to us is called Franklin. They've got an Indian mound there where there's, I don't know what's in the mound. They had one of those things that can look underground and tell you what's in it, but I never heard what they found.
Blue Eyes lives in or near Lenore.
Near Lenore? I know where Lenore's at. I know where that's at. I had to go to Morrisville quite a bit for varicose veins.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good day drive because you're like 4 or 5 hours there, and then that coming back. We always come home and it was dark.
Oh goodness, that's a day trip for sure.
Yep, because we don't have money to stay the night anywhere.
Yeah, that's too expensive.
Even when my son was alive, we didn't have money to stay the night anywhere.
Yeah.
We took him, most of the time we took him with us. And then once we got our little Chewy here, oh, she's gone. I was going to get her out and show her to you. But once we got her, he stayed home with her a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Well, those mounds, those Indian mounds, usually they're burial grounds. It's where the Indians would bury their people, and they made
Oh, they
mounds.
said there's not a person in there, though.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. And that area's been flooded, I don't know how many different times. Because
Wow.
they've had bad floods here before I came in '86.
Wow.
I've been here since January 28th of '86.
Oh, wow. You've been there a while.
I come here being a widow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at the age of 29.
Goodness.
Yep, I've been through quite a bit.
Yeah. Haven't we all? Haven't we all?
Yep. Yep. We were only married, him and I, a little over 2 years.
Oh, awesome.
When he passed away. And now my husband and I we've been married since '87. June 5th will be our anniversary.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, and then
anniversary a couple of days early.
Yep, our anniversary will be the 5th, and then the 11th is his birthday, and then he has Father's Day too. He gets 3 gifts this month.
Wowza, lucky guy.
Yeah, and then we had Joshua in November of '88.
Oh, wow. Good deal.
Yep. I was told I'd never have any children, though.
I was told the same thing, and I had 3.
I chose to only have one, and then one I wanted was a boy, and I asked God to give me a boy, and He did.
Good. Jackie said, "I'm glad you found happiness again, Anne."
Well, I've had ups and downs through this marriage, but it's more ups right now.
Good. Good, good. Well, thank you for coming up, Miss Ann. I appreciate you coming up and talking to us.
Well, you're welcome.
And we'll be thinking about you, and we're always here for you. And if you ever need anything, get my email and email me.
Okay.
But you hold on and hang in there, because I know that first year and that second year are rough.
Yeah, I know. I've heard from a lot of people that it's really rough, but I never thought I'd lose him. I thought I'd go before him.
Yes, ma'am. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
But that nasty old doctor did what he did. He wouldn't listen to him. He kept saying it was his Crohn's, and it weren't his Crohn's, it was his liver.
Oh my goodness.
He had an abscess on there that was 3.5 inches by 4 inches by 4 inches. It was
Oh,
in the right lobe of his liver, and it was crushing his right kidney.
oh my goodness. That's horrible.
Yep.
Wow. Mm.
The only time he did anything is because he lost 35 pounds within a month.
Yeah.
And that was because he couldn't eat. He couldn't hold nothing down. He tried to eat and it come right back up. He couldn't even drink water.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen, huh?
Yep. Yep. See, he seen him the month before. He seen him in July the 8th, but he saw him the month before. And so then he had to go back on July 8th to see him again. And when he went and seen him, he seen that he lost that 35 pounds. He ordered a MRI, not an MRI, a CT scan first. And the
Yeah.
CT scan showed that he had an abnormity. And then then he ordered an MRI, and the CT was done on the 17th of July, and then the last Wednesday of July is when he had the MRI done, and that following Sunday is when he passed.
Oh my goodness. Bless his heart.
They both showed an abnormity, though, on his liver. And that doctor was supposed to have the MRI on his desk Friday, and he never called or nothing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That
And
doctor should have realized something was not right there.
yeah, and when he came home after having that MRI done, he went right straight to his bedroom, and he never came out of there.
Oh my gosh.
Never came out from that Wednesday until he passed away, and they carried him off.
Oh, bless your heart.
And I was the one that found him because I was sitting, like I said, out there on the porch, and I heard him call me. He said, "Mama, Mama, Mama." And I told them, I says, "I gotta go on that channel," and I took off and I went to look to see what was going on, and he was already, his lips, around his lips looked blue already.
Oh no. My
So I
goodness.
think he passed away before he even called me, and I just got that
Mother instinct.
call. Yeah,
Yep.
that call to go and check on him.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I couldn't believe it. I picked
Yeah.
his hand up, and it just went plop.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I beat on him and everything to try to get him to wake up, and he wouldn't wake up. I thought he was asleep.
Right.
It was like he looked like he just come back from the bathroom, or he was trying to get up to go.
Oh,
He
bless.
was sitting on his bed, and he fell over on his left side.
Oh my goodness. Murray says you're a strong lady, Anne.
I try to be.
It's hard sometimes. Hello, rapper.
Oh yeah. I have to keep my faith going and believing in God.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, for sure.
God's the only one that can help us.
That's exactly right.
He helped my husband in 2006. He was diagnosed with stage 5 melanoma cancer, not supposed to be here, and he's here still today.
Yay, that's good. Well, good deal.
But that's because I had half of Macon County praying for him.
Well, there you go. Prayer does help, I tell you.
Yep, and I tried to get half of Macon County praying for Joshua to find out what was wrong with him. He even complained to his regular doctor that he's seen, that is, up there where the liver's at. He was hurting, and she just brushed it off, I guess.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
That is sad. Well, I appreciate you coming up and talking with us. I really do.
this is the only thing that helps me is if I can talk about what happened.
Right. Yeah. Everybody needs to talk.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we
I'll
are
let you.
here for you. I said
I'll
we
let.
are here for you always.
Oh yeah, I know. I've got several channels that I listen to, and the creators are there for me, and they're all of the their subs and all that are praying for me.
Oh, that's good. Well, you take care of yourself and hang in there, okay?
I will.
All right. We love you.
I love y'all too.
Okay. Take care. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that was super sweet. Y'all keep Miss Ann in your prayers. Blue Eyes, are you still in chat? Do you want me to play the first or the second or both of these videos? Blue Eyes sent us a couple of videos here. She is very sweet. Why both? I don't know. I'm just asking. Let me see what she says. Hang tight for a second. Okay, guys, sorry if it got loud. I had to turn that fan on high. Woo, it's up in the 90s today. It's hot up here. I got my fan right in front of the AC unit so it pushes the cold air out. Okay, gotcha. I'm going to show y'all some pictures that she took of while she was at Grandfather Mountain. And they are pretty cool. Let me see here. Get this on. Can y'all see that? Let me push that light up. That's pretty awesome. And there's the, can you read it? Come on. That's way up there. That's pretty neat. Look at that. It's beautiful up there. And then there, look, those are the rocks that kid was standing on. Those are big. It's about where he was standing. Like right there. That's Blue Eyes. Okay. And then let's listen to this. Let me turn it up. This is them driving up there. That's a beautiful place. And that's about where he would have been standing, guys. If that was Sebastian or that other kid or whatever. Wow. Let's see. There was one more. Let's watch. And that was it. Okay. Thank you, Blue Eyes, for sharing that with us. That was really neat. I appreciate that. I saw something up here about his glasses. Was that? Yeah, IML said, what about the glasses that were found in the neighborhood of Mama Socks? Can't be a coincidence, and they're similar to Sebastian's, I guess. I will say this. There are the TikTokers over there that have said they know for a fact those were Sebastian's glasses. They were an old pair that he had outgrown. It was also stated in that same conversation, they know for a fact that it was Sebastian's pants that Terry Lynn found. They were just really, really small for him. He had outgrown them. So whether that is true or not, I can't say 100%. That is what they said over on a live that was done. Barbecue said she had it. It was confirmed. They had talked to someone that had confirmed it for them. So whether that is true or not, I can't verify. So anyways, well, guys, I have kept y'all long enough on here, but I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. Maurice, I'm with you on that one. She said nothing about Sebastian's case is easy to know the truth about. The news clip regarding the sighting, the one where Miss Ann was telling us in Gatlinburg was on, let me get my note, Knoxville Channel 10, and it was early on towards the beginning. So I will do some digging into that and look at that and see if we can't figure it out. Yes, Jackie. Oh, bless her heart. You know, he was dealing with cancer, and they had was transporting him somewhere to a different facility that was bigger and had more stuff that could help him. And it wasn't long after that he passed away. Once they got him there, is what I understood. But yeah, it's going to be hard for her. That's got to be very hard. So keep her in your prayers. And I got word that Miss Sandra's not having anything done tomorrow. medically. So we'll just keep her in our prayers until she has to go in on the 17th. So y'all just keep Miss Sandra in your prayers. She can use them. But I thank you all for being here, listening to that hands video. I honestly believe they did that because of the marks on his arm and the fact that we made comments galore about Katie trying to cry, but yet there were no tears. Seems like they listen to one, they do an interview, listen to all the criticism and try to correct it, it seems. But y'all keep Brittany J in your prayers because she is bombarded daily. She's going to need strength to not reply and just start moving on. However, it's hard because she has children involved and they are actually talking about her children. I saw Julie did a TikTok video and actually says she doesn't think the children belong to Brittany. Oh, that woman is delusional. And Brittany is supposed to be some big bad person that is, you know, doesn't like people of ethnic color or their choices in life and all the things. And it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, every day they revamp their lies. That's it. It's crazy. Definitely say a prayer over all of us here on the YouTube streets in the crime community, basically, because evil is among us. Oh, yes, Miss Kathy, thank you. I don't know if y'all followed the Summer Wells case, but Miss Christine 55555, she has got stage 4 cancer as well, and her journey is very, very rough. They gave her a year with treatments and about 6 months without it, and she is battling. So keep her in your prayers as well. You know, it's a very sad time in the true crime community right now because we want justice for Sebastian and we get attacked for it. The devil is at work, folks, and people are feeding right into it. But we're stronger. We have God on our side. And the truth will prevail, I believe. Yes. Thank you, Erna. We all need that. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Let y'all get busy. Thank you all so much for being with us today, hanging out with us. Don't forget the petition. We need more signatures to meet our 1,000 count on it. And get your family members to sign it for us. Whatever we got to do. Anyway, love to all. Hugs to all. And I'll be back tomorrow, guys. And we'll see y'all soon. Bye.